I hate everything.
Same.
But put a pin in that.
God.
I think that sometimes people forget that even though the presidential election didn't go the way like you wanted it to, there were still props that mattered.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that you were okay with some of the results of the props for our state.
Mm-hmm.
The election was a lot.
Dude, I just want to say, I swear to you, I'm not even being like funny. I had no thought in my brain that it would have turned out this way. It felt like everybody was on Kamala Harris's side. The freaking Avengers came back. Did you see that video?
No,
they endorsed her.
That's crazy.
Well, not all of them. So,
but it's just so like shocking. Because the entire time I was following like the electoral votes. And then at one point I was like, I'm going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like this isn't ending up the way it's supposed to. And I don't know if you saw, but they released like the final count.
I did see that, but I don't know if I want to say it. You
can say it.
I just feel like something's fishy here.
Something always is fishy.
No, but like in all of the swing states, I'm not going to say all because all of, I don't have the facts with me right here. So in most of the swing states, they voted in a Democratic senator. So I'm just like, you missed the most important one.
No, yeah. It's so hard to, I don't know, to see what's going to happen. I know they're doing a recount, right?
That's what the streets are saying, but I don't know. But I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I don't know if you've been online. I've been kind of in and out because the depression has hit a little bit.
No, I'm kind of the same.
So I've seen a lot of discourse on Book Talk, which is, okay, I see people talking about Book Talk, but I see it on Bookstagram, so I don't know.
Okay.
And basically it's, should books be political? Because people want to escape reality when, reading. So they don't want to talk about politics. And I feel like somebody that I follow feels very strongly because he's gay. So it's kind of like, but how can I not make this political?
Is it TJ Klune that said that?
No, it's, I feel bad that I don't remember.
Because TJ Klune made a similar comment when I went to go see his book signing event. And he said that someone had told him like, hey, loved your books. I really hated, all like the political undertones. So like maybe like just remember that your readers are here for like comfy stories. And then he was like, no. Like if I'm writing about this and there are certain undertones, it's because that's what I want to talk about. And I feel like that's valid. Like there should be books covering like a variety of topics. There shouldn't be a limit to what you're like allowed to write. And I feel like sometimes, I mean, I get it. There are some things that I'm currently like blocking off in my mind because I just need some space from the media. But I feel like as an adult, you have to be aware of what's going on politically.
And I also feel like us not talking, and when I say us, I mean like everybody.
Yeah.
Us avoiding talking about politics is kind of the problem.
Yeah.
Because
I agree.
I don't think that people will change their minds if you make them feel alienated, if you make them feel like shit. Like if you tell them, well, you're stupid if you voted this way because of whatever reason. So I feel like if you just have conversations, things could have ended up a little bit differently.
Yeah.
I do want to say the person's @ is Kevin T. Norman. I love everything that they're posting right now.
I love that.
So
how do you feel about people who are ending friendships based on people's political stances?
Well, I kind of feel like, why are you friends with them to begin with? I don't know. I don't have any close friends that support Donald Trump. Sorry.
You're funny.
I don't have any friends who support Donald Trump. So
yeah, because when your ideals don't align,
why would we be friends?
Yeah. I feel like if I did know someone who didn't align with me politically, I can't see myself continuing that. That feels draining to have to hang out with someone whose ideas don't align with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't feel like that's a crime to not want to associate like friendly conversation with someone who, I won't be mean, but I'm not gonna.
I won't be mean either, but
how do I say it? I'm not gonna entertain it.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously I don't want to be around you if you support someone like Donald Trump.
Yeah. But
I feel like nobody wants to, you know what? Never mind.
I did see an author who posted like this very long post, and I agree with the way he said it. He was like, people have to recognize too that Americans have been through so much shit, and this is just another moment of life where like things are really tough. But instead of like giving up, which sadly I feel like a lot of Americans did after it happened, you just have to keep moving forward, because at the end of the day, like, we do have voice, and mostly as states we have voice. So yeah, I just thought that was very, although small, it was very uplifting to think about it like that.
Honestly, I'm the same way. I'm like hanging on to any like little words or phrases that could just give us a little bit of light.
I am trying to be more aware of like our state's next steps forward, because I want to try to be involved as much as possible.
Yeah.
So
I feel the exact same way, honestly. And then I started thinking, am I supposed, like, should I be talking more about politics? But I feel very like intimidated by it, because I don't really, like, my brain isn't really built for it. Like my memory, for example.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think people will say, I don't want to talk politics, but you don't want to talk about morals.
Yeah.
You know? So many people are so heartbroken.
Yep.
Over this.
Yeah. I do want to say that our episodes moving forward, although we are going to joke around and we're going to like do what we always do, which is just
joke around.
Yeah. To just be aware that we're aware of what's going on,
and we're depressed,
and we're not happy about it, but you know, there's moving forward and trying to do what we can. That's how I would put it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I did send you something that I think ties into the book that we're talking about today.
Oh yeah. So, oh my God.
I didn't actually see this on Book Talk. I saw somebody screenshot it, and I think I saw it on Twitter, but I'm not 100% sure. So it's from, should I say it?
I'm already making a face.
Should I say the name?
Yeah, they posted it.
Okay. So it's from 3 Girls, 1,000 Worlds on TikTok.
Okay.
And they posted it, and they said, how do you sleep at night knowing you're the only girls on Book Talk who are happy with the election outcome? And it's 2 white girls reading, I think they're both reading smutty books, but I can't.
Wait, let me see if I know.
Final Offer, and I can't tell what that
that's Anna Huang.
No, that's Lauren Asher.
Is it? No, it's not.
Lauren Asher.
Final Offer?
Yeah.
That's Anna Huang.
What does that say? Asher.
No.
No.
She just spelled it different in that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then the comment here by Daff House 15 says, I voted for the felon because I thought we all agreed we liked morally gray men. Shrug emoji. I'm sorry.
You know,
Daff House 15? I think you're missing
if that's your real name.
You're missing a key element here. He has to be hot and sexy.
I want to hold on. I want to not make a joke about this, because the fact that someone can straight up say, well, I voted for the felon. It's like, so you're aware, right? You're like aware how crazy that fucking sounds. And for you to say it in a way that's like, oh, this fucking felon's going to represent me now, so I voted for him. To make a joke out of that, that's fucking disgusting. And then to connect it to like morally gray characters when the entire discourse on Book Talk from people that like get it, you have to be able to separate that, you know? Like the book we're going to talk about today, I don't want that shit happening to me.
No, exactly.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hell no. And if you want someone to represent you like that when they don't even have like morals of like a person who's fucking competent, that's disgusting. Daphne, whatever the fuck, 15.
Daft House.
I don't know.
I agree with you.
I do think though that I want to say it like this. Like, America has always been known to be so... Has been known for, I'm not saying it is, has been known for being a place where people's ideas can be brought to light. And then as like a country, we decide on like our choices. So like fucking voting when it started, and it's like, wow, women should be involved. You know, we're able to make choices. So I just hope moving forward, people's fucking choices are heard, because I feel like the states are going to kind of fucking riot, at least the blue states. So
I hope so.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild time past January 6th.
Dude, I'm going to come back from my honeymoon and it's going to be a shit show.
Dude, oh my God. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so scared.
It's hard to think about, like, how life kind of moves forward past these points, but it does.
We'll be back after a quick break.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Tanisha. I am the host of Wellness Through Reading. This is a podcast dedicated to keeping reading a daily habit as a form of self-care. On the podcast, I give tips and tricks on how to keep reading daily. Also, I give out great book reviews of books that I'm currently reading that you can add to your TBR list. We post episodes every Wednesday. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so that way you stay updated when new podcast episodes are uploaded. And as always, I wish you, my listener, good wellness and good reading.
So just know that we're heartbroken. Honestly, if I think about it too much, I will cry. So let's just move on.
Okay.
I don't know if we will talk about politics going forward. Like a little sprinkle here and there.
Yeah,
but
it's never something we're going to stray away from. But when talking about books like this, it's kind of hard to bring up presidents.
Yeah.
So let's take a moment to think about ourselves. This is like our self-care, because you've been waiting for darker moments.
I have.
And I've been waiting to escape the horrors of horror. So I'm going to take you to a world where a beautiful woman who works one of the hardest jobs ever, she's a trauma nurse, falls in love. Falls in love.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, that's it.
And
that's
also
all I get.
Guy's kind of like stalks her, and very morally gray, questionable actions, but he's kind of fucking hot. Also, he's an influencer.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to talk about that.
Okay, are you ready? Are you ready to jump into this book? Can it save your life?
It can fix my life.
Ah, fuck. Welcome to the Book Fix Podcast, a podcast that fixes lives one book at a time. I'm your host, Chelly.
And I'm your host, Yahaira. Your reaction is because you love saying, can that save your life, when it's supposed to be, can that fix your life? You know, just in case this is someone's first episode of us and they'll be like, wait, why did she just have that reaction?
I just think that because we're talking about a nurse and my fucking CPR skills are 100% every fucking time, you should at least give me this one.
I'll give you this one.
It can save our lives.
Yeah.
We're talking about Lights Out by
Navessa
Allen.
Navessa Allen.
Dude,
Navessa.
My fucking very slight dyslexia.
No, my
Navessa.
My very obvious dyslexia.
So, Navessa, she's kind of popping off with this book.
Yeah,
this
she
has been
is
everywhere. So many TikTok.
I'm very proud.
No, same. So many TikTok audios are specifically the male love interest in this book. And I didn't know that they were straight up pulling those audios from like the audiobook. So when I listened to this, I was like, holy shit.
I'm here. Oh
my God. First of all, A+ voice acting.
I thought you were going to say, first of all, I'm a big fan. I've been waiting for this moment.
Fucking, I would listen to this going to work, and I roll down the windows when I'm driving because I like the air that comes in, you know, and I couldn't for this one.
You couldn't do that, just in case.
So why don't we start from the beginning? Open the storybook.
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time.
There was a nurse.
Whose name was hold on, I know it. Oh shit. She kind of felt like a lily. You know what I mean? No.
Definitely.
Give me the first letter.
Why are you acting like I remember it?
Her name.
I just remember his name.
Alex?
No. Definitely not.
Did you see that meme? I'm going to send it to you so you can put a picture of it. Of like, fuck, I love that book. My mind. And it's like cleaning a chalkboard. My mind 2 seconds later. What the fuck is her name? She's a trauma nurse named
is that literally
Dylan. Fuck.
I think it starts with an A. An A.
Allie.
Yes.
Allie. First choice, actually.
So we're going to cut all of that out. And it's just going to be you, Allie, obviously.
Okay, start from here. So our story starts with a trauma nurse named Allie. And her fucking job is so fucking tough. Mm-hmm. You want to explain what a trauma nurse does?
So basically, she works at the emergency room. Mm-hmm. And every single day is a crazy day for her. Yeah. And at the start of the book, there's a new girl there. And Allie is just worried because she's just like, please, we're already understaffed. So this girl saw something crazy and she's kind of panicking. And Allie is trying to calm her down. And she's explaining to her, if you need the therapy services, they're on the 3rd floor. Please. Yeah. Please don't leave us.
It's just when there's an extreme accident and it's like you pass just doing like visiting a doctor, like a basic doctor. It's like urgent care. You're not going to make it. Mm-hmm. It's a lot. And because of this, even though the new girl is there kind of like freaking out through this, you can see that Allie is just so used to this hecticness. Mm-hmm. So
and she works long hours.
12, dude. That's fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. So you can tell right off the bat, like, this has kind of changed her. Like, I feel like she thinks it's hard to think morbidly when everything you deal with is pretty morbid. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So she just has like a dark way of thinking. So we see her go home and she logs on to TikTok.
Well,
right?
Oh, yes. Yes, you're right.
She logs on to TikTok and she's like, damn, after a hard day of work, gotta log on to see my boy.
I can count on my man to cheer me up. So, first of all, I didn't even know what mask talk was. Did you know what mask talk was?
No.
So fucking stupid. I don't have my favorite mask talkers.
It's like fucking hot in here. I've known what it was.
Oh my god.
No, it's because there's a YouTuber that's really into it. But it's funny because she didn't know it was a community and she's like, this is so fucking dumb. And through time has slowly been like, yeah, it's like, it's okay, I guess. No, I get it. I love these men. Mm. She's just like, it's funny to see like her change. So that's how I know about it. I've never actually seen any videos, but there's a thing for everyone. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No kink shaming here.
No kink shaming. Allie certainly loves it because she has her boy who she always sees. It's just he's a really, really famous TikToker who has not revealed his identity.
I love that his username is literally just the faceless man.
First of all, that's not that creative. I'll just be honest with you.
0 points.
0 points. He just posts videos of him in like what type of mask is it?
I don't remember.
I kind of imagined it because I know that there's a mask on the cover, but I kind of imagined it to look like the Scream mask, except more like high tech.
Wait a minute. Dude, actually, you're right. You just reminded me of something. So I did see people buying like the Scream mask for their boyfriends. And I kept seeing videos of like when you see a girl buying the Scream mask, you know what that means. And it took me a while, but I get it now.
It's because she likes Scream.
It's because she likes Scream.
Yeah, of course.
It's for her boyfriend.
Dude, that's fucking crazy. So she's super into him.
I pictured like a gas mask, you know, like those. Not as sexy, but like a little sexy.
Gas mask, but with like lace. You know what I mean? It like doesn't fucking work. So not only does he do like the whole mask and like thirst trap type videos, but he like will hold a knife and just there's blood everywhere while like while fucking Thirst Boys song audios are like playing. Slay. I'm just like, King, you found what works. You beat the algorithm.
So let's just say you went on a first date and he tells you, oh, I just, you know.
Wait, we're playing this out. Okay, we're playing this out. We're on a first date. We meet.
So nice to meet you.
Oh okay, God. Go ahead.
I'm really good with computers.
Oh, yeah.
So good with computers.
I love that.
Can hack anything.
Oh,
you want me to hack into the...
You're just telling me now. And hold on. And boom, you're rich. Okay.
Next thing, what else do you want?
I know.
And boom, she's broke now.
Yeah. Anyway, look at this. She's broke. Enter. So it's just fucking...
It's just a space key.
Wait, this sounds like a dream. Okay, wait. Where's the red flag?
But then he slides his phone over to you and he's just like, by the way, this is me at night. And it's just like him, shirtless, just a mask on, grinding. You ever seen Magic Mike? Just grinding on the floor.
Okay. Oh!
What are your thoughts?
Okay, first of all, you didn't add the last part, which is gallons of blood everywhere.
Oh, well, I mean, I knew how you would.
I
knew how you would feel about that, so.
Wow. So you do that? So you just,
Yeah, what are your thoughts? But look at my follower account, though.
Oh, yeah. And look at my bank account. Okay, I'm just like red flag, green flag.
What do I do?
And he's like, oh, your bank account. I could lower it. And I'm like, it's great.
I love it.
No, honestly, what would you do?
I'm asking you.
Me? I don't know. It depends on how well this date went. And if he doesn't look kind of crazy, like if he started going like, oh, I knew you were going to be here because I actually hacked your phone. You were like, it's weird because you said you were still at home and you were in the parking lot for a bit. I'd just be like,
why were you in the parking lot for so long?
No, it's so weird. No, but then I hacked into your camera and I saw you were finishing your makeup and I was like, slay.
So proud of her.
No. No.
Okay, let's take all of the extremes out of it. It's just a guy who posts thirst traps.
That's fine. If that's what,
okay
it depends if we vibed. If we vibed,
then you vibe.
But it's funny because you know me. I would never go for that. We would never make it to the first date.
I know.
But if it was a secret.
Oh my God. That just makes it so much better. So much juicier.
I think that's kind of a vibe though. If he just was like, this is so embarrassing, but this is me.
But this is how I make my income.
This is real. This is me.
I'm exactly who I'm supposed to be.
Wait, your income? I can't take a boy away from his work. Hello?
From his 9 to 5. 9 to 9, actually.
Yeah. You know how it is.
But anyway, long story short, you would go for that.
If he didn't stalk me, I think that's like, okay. The blood thing would scare me.
Yeah, I'm not into the blood thing either.
I'm not into the blood thing. The mask thing, I'm going to be honest, would also kind of scare me.
It's like he's wearing like a scary mask.
Yeah. I fucking can't.
You know those like plague doctors with the long ass beak?
Wait, you're a plague doctor?
Oh, wait, you're into that?
I was thinking of that fucking ugly like baby mask. You know the one that the crying
from
baby?
Happy Death Day?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it?
Well, it is a baby mask, but not the crying one.
Anytime I look at that, I'm like,
ew.
But this is me though. Accept me.
Love me. Choose me.
I can't. I can't. So the fact that our main character, Allie, her whole thing is just like, she gets off on this, on like this guy wearing a mask. And she likes and comments on every single one of his videos and is thirsting over this man.
And she, in the comments, it's like a little wild because she'll tell him, I'll pay you money to break into my house.
So she's over here like, fuck, I have 2 days off. I got all this pent up shit going on. I'm going to text my friends with benefits guy. His name is...
I haven't spoken to in 2 months.
And I'm just going to ask if he's willing to, I don't know, bring a mask over.
She sends him a screenshot of the mask talk guy, the faceless man. You remember him? And she's like, can you find this mask and wear it? And the guy's name is Tyler. And Tyler's like, I'm not really into that, but also I'm seeing somebody.
Okay, bye. Let's pause there. And now we're in Tyler's perspective. So Tyler has a roommate whose name...
It's actually Josh's perspective.
Well, yeah, Josh's perspective. But that scene where Tyler's answering, they're playing video games, Tyler and Josh, because they're roommates. And then Tyler's like, bro, oh my God, you remember that girl I was dating, Allie? She texted me after 2 months and she's asking for some crazy shit. And, you know, Josh, just being with a bro, he's like, bro, dude, fuck that. What is she sending you? Show me. What is she sending you? So he sees it and he's like,
that's me.
But he doesn't admit it. But wouldn't it be funny? I mean, why would she send you this really attractive,
really sexy, really toned guy?
Like, obviously, I get it. It's weird, but I... Wait, she's not saying anyone?
I find it so funny, though, that Tyler didn't notice that the faceless man had the same tattoos that Josh had.
Tyler felt like your stereotypical straight guy.
Yeah.
I feel like Tyler would be like, I'm not going to see this man's tattoos. That's kind of gay. You know? Like,
yeah.
That's kind of how I imagined
like,
him.
I don't want to look at you.
Fuck. So how did you feel about this setup of the story?
I liked the setup, but I did kind of feel like it was a little bit convenient that it just happened to have been the roommate who was this faceless man that she was thirsting over. By the way, they had already met.
Yeah, they
Allie and Josh.
When Allie would come over.
Hook up with Tyler. And then afterwards, she went to the kitchen and Josh was there.
There's that famous line. So I'm not going to say this in order because it was such a fucking long book. But he basically is like, hold on, Allie. Tyler, that's gross. Ugh, girls. Goes into his room. I need to know everything about Allie. Let me hack the system. Let me hack her fucking Facebook. Let me backwards code and then C sharp and fuck, I'm in. I can see every single comment she's left on TikTok and fuck, she's like enemy. So he is like, I am gonna.
So basically, he finds her TikTok where she has left a lot of comments.
Exactly. So he is like, I'm gonna stalk this girl because that's just so normal.
Because she wants that though. She's been commenting. Please bring it to my house. Please. I'm begging.
This is my address. Please. So he's like, okay, bet. So he figures out where she lives and on one of her shifts causes a power outage because, you know, hackers just be like that. Causes a power outage, breaks in and films a thirst trap video.
In her room. Damn.
Also, can I say something?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Say it, queen.
There was a video that she was watching where she was talking about like, oh, I love his videos, mostly this one, where he was like obviously pleasuring himself. And TikTok just allowed that? Wait, TikTok just...
This is the
what
new...
are we doing wrong with the algorithm?
This is the wrong side of TikTok.
Wait, I have an idea.
Okay.
I have an idea. Okay. You guys are in. This is our after film talking about the book fix ideas. You know how we do.
Yeah. We have a lot of ideas.
So here's my idea. Why don't we post a video any audio. It's not going to be a thirst trap. Stop.
We're not there yet.
Let's post it. Let it be for a bit. And then post the same things, but you can't see our hands. And let's just see which one does better.
You can't see our hands?
Yeah, because you couldn't see his, but you see the movement of his arms. And that's how they knew that he was kind of touching himself. So what if we're not going to make it? It's not a thirst trap. Hear me out. I just want to see if your fingers, if your phalanges are off frame. Does that kind of change? Does it eat? Do people hate fingers?
Okay, but he's also ripped. So
What are you saying about us? What are you saying about us? Give me a phone book. Give me one right now.
Do you even make phone books anymore?
I have no fucking idea. Do you guys remember the yellow pages?
I'm gonna have to like dig into my parents' garage and find one.
We're not gonna fucking have one, so we have like our phones. Like,
I got this.
Someone's not in America watching this. Like, what the fuck is the yellow pages?
What the fuck is
It's a phone book. Why would you put a phone in a book?
Yeah.
Original. It was the OG times. I'm gonna try that out. I'm gonna tell you how it goes.
Okay. Yeah. Try it out. I think
That's
you
funny.
would break the internet. Remember when Kim Kardashian broke the internet?
What did she do? When she
did her cover and the champagne is
when
on
I
her
got
butt.
drunk with my coworkers. There was this one time where we were just talking about that image because one of my coworkers was like, "That's a real image," and I was just kind of like, I feel like it was probably a little altered. That kind of seems like painful. So we were all trying it out with LaCroix.
Did you get close?
No, dude, my LaCroix fell straight off. There was nothing to cling to. So
It slipped right off.
I was like, oh, just like a little slide for it.
No, you don't get it. I meant for that to happen.
No. What are we talking about?
Oh my god, we need to get back on track because this story is so long.
So let me just say, Josh films this thirst trap at her house, and she's over here at work like, I just gotta check my man out. Looking at it, it's like, wow, that's crazy. He has the same Justin Bieber poster as me. Oh my god, that's weird. That's weird.
That's not what happened.
Wait, hold on.
Is that my vibrator in the background?
Who the fuck? So she's like piecing this together, and she's like, it must be a coincidence. Everyone has a Justin Bieber poster.
Yeah.
Everyone has a pink vibrator. It's fine. So she goes home, and he leaves a note, right?
It's his mask.
Oh yeah,
He leaves a mask. How romantic is that?
Okay.
That's his means of income. How is he gonna make money?
Babe! Okay, wait, hold on. Being honest. You're in her shoes, okay?
Okay.
So first date happened. Would you have said yes or no after he showed you his?
First of all, that didn't happen in the book.
Okay, but this is our scenario. First date. That happens. Do you say yes or no?
I would probably say yes because I'm interested.
Okay, yes. He hadn't been to your house yet. You come home from work. Hard single mom, works 2 jobs. Walk in and you see that he left his mask. What are you doing?
I'm escaping the country because he knows where I live.
Oh no, yeah, no, that's my last straw. I think if I were in that situation,
You'd be into it.
stop.
You'd be so.
First of all,
into
stop
it.
lying. No, I wouldn't. Someone just broke into my house and I'm like,
Wait, that's kind of romantic. No, I'm just kidding. No, don't do that. This is gross.
yeah. So I can't believe that she's just kind of like, oh my God, that's horrible. I'm going to get my gun just in case he's still here. But
also my vibrator.
yeah, because priorities.
You just never know.
So what she didn't know is Josh changed her outlet where she connects her phone into one that has a camera.
Mm-hmm.
So while she's in there freaking out, he gets his TikTok and messages her through his user, like the faceless man, and it's just kind of like, "What you doing? I see you there wearing your scrubs. Wait, is that your pink vibrator?" Like, he's like very like, she can tell that she's being watched, but he doesn't cross the line at this point. I mean, he's crossed many lines, but he doesn't, like, as soon as she grabs her vibrator, she's like, nope, no. And
well, he watched a little bit.
I mean, she kind of went at it pretty fast.
He watched a little bit.
Something tells me that she wasn't really one that needed any preparation for anything.
No, literally, she was into it.
Good for her. Mm-hmm. Good for her. So her whole thing now, Allie really wants to figure out who the faceless man is, because apparently he lives nearby if he's able to do something like this. Mm-hmm. And she thinks back to Tyler's roommate, Josh.
Because she knows that he's really good with computers. So she messages Tyler and is like, hey, can I get into contact with Josh? Because I need him to find someone for me.
Yep. And so then Josh is also hanging out with Allie now. And he has to kind of play the part of like, I don't fucking faceless man. First of all, stupid username.
Yeah.
He's kind of ripped though, right?
He's kind of hot and sexy, right?
Yeah, but I don't watch his videos.
I mean, I would date him if I were you, but
I know. He's fucking hot.
He's hot and I bet he has a lot of money.
Fuck, what's his credit score? I bet it's really high.
Here, let me look it up.
I know. So he's over here pretending to not be the faceless man. But then the faceless man is over here like, gotta meet my girl, and goes to pick her up from work one day, right?
Yeah, because she worked a really long shift and it was a really tough shift. Because I guess he just like fucking also hacked the cameras at her work so he can see what's going on, but he can't hear it.
Yes.
So he sees how exhausted she looks and he's just like, hey, I'm picking you up because
you look like you had a hard day.
Yeah, and I don't trust you to drive right now.
You know what I thought was fucking funny? That audio that's trending from that scene specifically, where he's picking her up and he's like, you know, I'm going to pick up my girl because I kind of like her or something. But so I just kind of want to drop her off in a forest and tell her to run and tell her if I catch her, I'm going to do things that even the devil would cry to. But maybe that's a little too forward. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just pick her up and give her trail mix. Like that part's trending right now. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that line?
It's not for me. I'm so happy for you guys if you love it, but it's not for me. The devil's gonna cry? Do you know who the devil is? Why is he gonna cry?
Have you met this bitch?
We've read Angels of Man, okay? We're qualified. That's our funny credentials.
Yeah, the angel is scary and he's gay. You don't fucking get it. Okay. People who like this audio. It's funny to me because it's so fucking crazy to say. You know, to each their own. But I see people who are like clearly middle-aged moms, which, like I said, to each their own. I'm promising. But I'm just kind of like, ain't that fucking wild that your kid's in the other room and you're like, the devil would be scared. What?
Well, remember when 50 Shades of Grey came out and it was that the demographic was just older women.
It's funny because the demographic is always older women, but it's like, put these books away, the kids might read it. And it's like, no, mom's reading it, okay?
And let her. What's wrong with that?
Dad. Anyone can read this.
Yeah.
It's for anyone. Not for me. It's funny because I was letting it sit. I was like, you know what? He chopped up his food. It's simmering right now. I'm going to let it sit.
Yeah.
And so he is waiting for her in the car and he's like, oh, I hope babe comes. And she does. And he's reaching over to a bag and she's like, oh my fucking God, I'm going to die. And he made her food. And I was like, okay, wait, this story might turn around at this point and just become wholesome as fuck. Wait a minute.
That's what you thought?
What?
I did think it was really sweet that he cooks for her, even though he's vegan and doesn't cook meat. But he cooks her meat.
Wait a minute.
He cooks it poorly, but you know, it's the thought that counts.
Pros and cons. Pros? He
Hot,
cooks for me.
Sexy.
Pros? Probably more than a 6-pack. I would dare say an 8-pack. Cons, has stalked me. Probably knows my credit score because I'm bumping right now. But actually, that's kind of a pro. He did add money.
The lines are blurring here.
Wait, hold on. The line doesn't exist.
He has a camera in her room.
Okay, but he's rich. What do I do? Oh, my life is so hard. So she's over here like, well, he's taking care of her, and she's very hesitant because she's like, I don't know him. He's wearing a mask, and he's not talking because he doesn't want to give away who he is with his voice. So he's just kind of shrugging or like texting and would show her. And she's just kind of like,
By the way, that is so suspicious.
dude, how fucking no? How fucking no?
No, I mean, if you're not speaking, that means I'll recognize your voice, which means I know
Wait,
you.
Tyler?
Tyler, is that you? It just like pulls the mask
I'm
up.
over here thinking, like, if I jumped in a car and the person's not speaking to me, first of all, I'm already in tears. I think it's my fault. I'm a Pisces.
I'm a fucking Pisces. I thought I could fix him. But he fucking got me again.
Wait, is it me? So, and also, that's just creepy as fuck. And he brought a knife, like a real, like, hunting knife.
Yeah.
So I'm like, weighing my options here.
But she's into it, though.
She's into it enough where, because I think there's a point where they're at an intersection and she's getting catcalled, and he gets out of the car and is just waving his knife around, and the guy's like, oh, that guy's fucking crazy. But what he didn't realize is when he like got up, because he was kind of what I imagine like on the top of the car with his arms, but his legs were on the little standy part of his car. His dick was like, it was just at the ready.
right there, right in front of Allie.
Oh, sir.
Oh my God.
And she's so fucking turned on that she's like, don't get it twisted. You're a red flag. You're a walking red flag. I'm just going to do this for me right now.
Because it's like her fantasy.
Yeah. So she
does some stuff.
She does some stuff while holding the knife towards his stomach. And because she's so into what she's doing, accidentally stabs him.
She cuts his hand, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do? You know?
What are you gonna do?
Accidents happen.
And she feels, it's funny. I feel like she's a Pisces because she is just like, I'm a horrible person. Like, I can't believe I did that to you. You've only ever been nice to me.
Delusional as fuck.
I'm so sorry.
It's like I know her or something.
I see a little bit of me in it.
I just love Allie, you know?
So, we didn't even know her name like 2 seconds ago.
No, we cut that out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, what are you talking about?
Just kidding.
So, their relationship, of course, starts. And I'm going to speed through that entire part because it's just a lot of sex. It's crazy.
So
He puts his knife down at one point and she's just like, I can sit on it. No.
Let me just prop myself on it. Well, the handle part. Obviously. Do we have
We're not crazy.
Do I have to say that?
What is this? Den of Vipers. Wait, in Den of Vipers, was it the handle or was it not the handle?
I think it was the handle.
I thought it wasn't. And
God,
I was like, oh, this bitch is dying.
God, I hope it was the handle.
Wait, I'm curious. Can I look it up? Pause. I don't think it was a handle.
How is that possible?
What part are you not believing? The part where she falls in love with 4 brothers?
Yes. Yes, that one. Definitely.
It probably is the handle because you're right. How's she going to survive that shit? There's a lot of sex going on. And he's...
By the way, we didn't say spoilers ahead. Sorry.
Well, I don't know how much you want to talk about this after the peak, because I don't know if you felt it, but this book for me, that it was going up and then it hit a point and it just
let me guess what it is. Let me guess what it was. Okay, so she figures out that it's Josh. Come on.
Yeah.
She figures it out. But what I do like is that she spends time with Josh, you know, without the face, without the mask. Mm-hmm. And they kind of form like a friendship. So, you know, I like that. I enjoyed that.
Okay.
But then when she figures it out and he's aware that she figured it out, I'm pretty sure they had already like messed around.
Yeah. They just hadn't had sex yet.
Yeah. But they had messed around a lot, right? Mm-hmm. And she was really angry with him. So she was just like, you know what? I need space. I need time away from you. And so he gives her space. Mm-hmm. But he's still watching her when she's at work. And we didn't explain this, but Josh is the son of a known serial killer. Yeah. And Josh's whole dilemma in this story is he feels like there is a possibility that could have possibly been inherited, possibly passed down to him, because there was a therapist who said, "Oh, well, you know, maybe you're like your dad. Who knows?"
That's crazy. That therapist said that.
Yeah. So Josh isn't 100% sure, but just to be careful, just to be safe, he like creates the distance as well. Like he allows it to happen, right? Mm-hmm. But he's watching her, and then he sees this other guy who is at the hospital, and his name is
Bradley.
I was gonna say Bob.
I mean, how do I know that?
How do you know his name is Brad? Okay, well, anyway, Bradley. Yeah. He is at the hospital, and he is known to hurt women. And so he's kind of like around.
I hate this.
Why?
No, just keep going.
Okay. He is around Allie. Yeah. And Allie is obviously uncomfortable, and Josh sees it in the camera. Mm-hmm. But Josh sees Bradley, and he's just like, he's just like my dad. I can tell from the look, from the dead in his eyes, he's just like my father.
Yep.
So Bradley becomes an issue in the story. And he doesn't like that Allie stood up to him and isn't afraid of him.
Yeah.
And so when Allie goes back home, correct me if I'm wrong, but Josh shows up, but I don't remember why he shows up.
He shows up because she was shaken up. But the reason she was shaken up wasn't only because of Bradley, but she had failed to save a patient from a hit and run. Mm-hmm. And the person that she was trying to save looked exactly like her mom, who had died because of a hit and run.
Because of a car accident, right?
Oh, you're right. It was just a car accident, not a hit and run.
So I think he also shows up because Bradley is trying to break into her house, right?
He didn't know that.
Okay.
So he shows up because he's like, something's clearly wrong. I need to go comfort her. And she's taking a shower, and he's just there. And he was in such a hurry. First of all, he didn't want to wear his mask. So he wears like a ski mask. And I'm guessing it's the one that only shows his eyes. He put colored contacts on, and he forgot his voice modulator.
Of course.
Did you listen to the audiobook?
I did, but I didn't hear this part in the audio. I'm assuming he sounded like Batman. Because that's what he said, right? That he sounded like Batman.
I fucking hate me. He's just like, oh, there it is. I fucking hated that. Dude, I fucking hated that shit. Because you're standing by yourself and you're like, ooh, wait, I'm Batman.
You got
so cringy.
You like cringed,
the ick. I just want to rip my skin off. I can't. So he's over here like just deepened his voice, wears contacts, and she's just like,
I know it's you, Josh.
Well, she doesn't say that, but she's kind of like, I see the brown around your eye. Mm-hmm. I know that's a contact. And he's just like, shit, but you know, I want to be here for you. Mm-hmm. And so she totally opens up about what had happened to her mom and how her mom had died because Allie was behind the wheel when she was 16. Because her mom was like positive that she was ready to drive on the streets. They were practicing driving together. It was a complete accident, but she feels to blame. And he talks her down and is just like, you need to realize that you were 16. Mm-hmm. Like, everyone in this situation has a little bit of blame. You don't have to put it on yourself.
And only on yourself.
Yeah. And it kind of like, it's a very healing moment. And he's like, you know what would just make this night better? If we just have you seen my knife hilt? Have you seen the hilt? Bah! Go ahead, babe. take a seat. That's the scene.
They love the knife play. Damn.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Okay, but
To each their own.
to each their own. It's okay.
You get that knife play, girl.
Yes, love that
Safely
shit.
Though. Safely,
Yeah,
please.
make sure it's the other side. Obviously.
Please be safe.
Yeah. Okay, what happens next?
So then Bradley's breaking in.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm sorry. So Bradley is breaking in, and I'm just gonna
Wait. Wait. Another cringy part. I'm gonna put my skin back on. I'll take it off in a bit. Another cringy part is they fall asleep together, and he wakes up and immediately is like, "I'm blind, babe, babe. I can't fucking see." And he's like freaking out, and he was very like, "I didn't want to tell you. I'm fucking Josh. I don't fucking care. I can't fucking see. Help me." Babe, your ski mask is just a little. Oh no, yeah. No,
Wait, who's Josh?
yeah, I kept it very cool there, babe. No, I don't know. I'm just kind of good under pressure. I thought that shit was so fucking stupid. And you didn't think about okay, they're passionate messing around. You were just kind of holding the knife. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not that tired, okay? So he could have, as she slept, like bloop, bloop,
Take off the
just take off a
contacts.
little contact right there, and this.
And just take off the mask.
Also, how
She
is
knows.
bitch sleeping? Is he just fully rotisserie chicken, just doing like that until his ski mask is backwards? I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I'm blind. It's just so fucking funny to me.
Oh my God. Well, now I'm confused because I could have sworn that the reason that they had put distance between each other was because she knew it was Josh.
She knew, but it wasn't like certain. She was like 99% sure. So then he's blind for a second, flips his thing. But the only reason he woke up was because his alarm was going off, that like the camera had detected movement outside her house. And he goes like, "Fuck, babe." Sorry, I'm chill now. Babe,
I think someone's breaking in. You still have your bat, right?
yeah. And it's funny because she's like, he makes a little joke. "There's no other stalker that you didn't tell me about, right?" And she's like, "Well, I didn't tell you about the firefighter who's stalking me." And it's funny because someone's clearly breaking in, and he's like,
There's a fucking firefighter.
"Babe, what?" So she's like, "No, obviously not." So he and Allie both go and see that Bradley is breaking in. And he brought a kill kit, which like he was obviously planning on killing Allie and getting rid of the body. And Allie is just ready to kill this man. I'll just let you know, right now in the story, I'm like right here. I'm like, damn, this shit's going on.
I know which part.
Okay, then.
It just dropped.
Go ahead. What happens?
Can we go a little bit faster?
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, they knock Bradley out, and Josh accidentally kills him by suffocating him. He like put like
duct tape around his mouth and nose accidentally.
So then Allie all of a sudden is like, "Oh, by the way, I actually have ties to the mafia." That was the moment, wasn't it? That was the fucking moment.
And I also hated how chill she was with it, because you're telling me every trauma nurse is over here like, "No, murder? That's kind of chill with me." Because she goes on this whole thing like, "No, you don't get it. Sometimes murder's justified because you don't know the situation people are coming from." And it's like, you're more calm than Josh is.
Yeah, Josh was
right
freaking
now.
out.
Like,
and he felt bad.
and when she figured out it was Josh, was the fact that when Bradley had died, he got out. I think they were I don't know if they were in a car, but he got out and took off his mask and threw up and came back in.
Yeah.
And she was just like, "Josh, it's okay. Josh, look at me. Boop, boop." It's okay.
He already had the contacts on, right?
No, I think he still had them on.
Oh.
Honestly, wait, hold on. They never wrote him taking it off.
Oh.
I just realized that.
He's just
He kept,
them. Till
even
the
in the
very
epilogue.
end. I love that.
This man's eyes are red. But they go to the cousin who's in the mafia, and then he's like, I'll get rid of this body for you, but you got to do me a solid. And for someone who's a hacker, Josh is like, my name is Josh. Here's my social security number. Here's my passport.
Also,
here's my license.
Here's
a little bit of my blood. Like,
also,
what do you want?
if I look a little bit familiar, it's because, my dad was on Netflix,
Yeah.
You ever seen that show?
Yeah. Also, look at these. I'm also a TikTok influencer.
You may recognize these tattoos. I know.
And this hot ass body. Also, I have this mask. It's kind of my thing. I don't know.
Will you guys accept me? Do you guys still like me?
And then they're like, Allie, where the fuck did you find this guy? What the fuck? Why is he telling me everything? But I'm out. Like, by this point, I don't fucking care anymore. Yeah. I thought this story was only gonna be a dark romance, not a dark romance / mystery thriller adventure. I don't want that fucking shit. I didn't even want the knife scene. I'll be honest with you, but I was there for it.
No,
I was the spectator in the room, like, oh,
okay.
queen,
please be safe.
sit on that
Please
shit. Yeah. How'd you feel?
I felt the exact same way. Once it introduced the mafia, I was over it because. I feel like we have to know that we're getting into a mafia romance for us to be like chill with it. You can't just introduce the mafia midway through the story and expect me to be chill with it.
And I don't even know, because the rest of the book was, you're in the mafia. You also have to break into Bradley's house and take his computer.
To like erase certain things, like hack into the computer, erase things. And then when they're in his house, they find a dead body. And then it's like this whole thing. Yep. And then they almost get caught, but then they escape.
And she's chill because these are her 2 weeks off. And she's like, I'm fucking doing a murder mystery and I'm getting paid. PTO slaps. Like, the fuck? You're just going to show up 2 weeks from now and they're going to be like, how's your break?
She starts shaking.
She's like really chill. No, yeah.
cool.
Killed a guy. And they're like, yeah, funny joke. And she's like, yeah.
Funny joke.
So that happens. I don't want to talk about any of that shit because it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
So the end of the book, everything's solved. They're not going to get in trouble. Whatever. I feel like now she's close to her family, right? Mm-hmm. It just kind of felt like everyone became best friends.
They kind of just start seeing each other now, like yearly, every other month. I don't remember the consistency, but now she starts seeing her family more.
Yes. And epilogue, it's her in the forest. And she's running, bitch. She's on all fours type running.
Yeah. And she's wearing camouflage.
Yeah. Love that. She's over here like, I'm about to fuck a bitch up respectfully. I'm not going to try to hurt him that much, but I'm over here trying to escape from Josh. Mm-hmm. And Josh is chasing her. And I think when he finally catches her, they like fuck in the mud. That sounds unsanitary.
That's disgusting. Ew. I'm sorry. I can't. People have a right to their fantasies, but like, I don't know.
I like how we started this episode. No kink shaming. And we're just like,
no, but even
in the mud?
Even Allie said that there's sand in her ass, like in their ass crack. Like,
oh, Allie.
No.
She was into that shit.
No, she was. Happy for her.
Dude.
I'm so happy for
you come home like, there's sand in places I don't know. So
just really need to disinfect my whole body.
Can you let me know? Because they bring up wanting kids. And she's like, I only want 2. And he's like,
no, he wants like 7.
She wants 2. He wants 8. And then they're trying to bargain. And he's like, okay, fine, 5. And she's like, no, it's either 2 or 0. That's the only thing. But then he says something and she's like, fuck, I'd give this man 1,000,000 babies if I could. And they go home. Do they already have a kid?
No, there's just a bunch of cats everywhere. I think they accidentally left their Airbnb Either they left the door open or a window open, and then there was a bunch of cats everywhere. And so, like, they're seeing cats as another child. So he's kind of like adding, okay, well, now we could have more kids because we can have more cats.
The end.
The end.
I don't even know what song this movie would have at the end. Can I lay by your side? Dude, how did you feel? Did you eat this shit up?
I kind of did up until the whole mafia shit was happening. Once that was introduced, it turned me off so much. But I did really like Allie and Josh together. I thought they were a really good couple. Yeah. And I thought Josh was, you know what, fine. I'm not into the mask talk, but I guess now I am. And then the audiobook, when I started listening to it, I was thinking, damn, I should have heard the audiobook the whole way through because it's really, really good.
It was really good. Mm-hmm. I was also eating this shit up until that point. I don't know. I feel like because we've been reading so many books, sometimes spice just kind of becomes exhausting. Because anytime I would get to a spice scene, I was just kind of like...
Well, it's also that...
Get it. She's sitting on a knife. But
it's also that there's so much spice in this book.
Yeah.
So I think that's also a factor.
Yeah. I don't think this was for me. But the spice was good. Don't get me wrong. The knife, I could have done without.
It was still good though, right?
I mean, I get it. But I was just kind of not feeling it. I really, 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 really disliked Josh's humor.
No. What part? What part?
The whole thing.
But there's got to be a specific part.
Okay. Hold on. I got to crisscross applesauce for this one. He has the same sense of humor as Deadpool. Hold on, I'm cooking. And I don't like that in a man because it makes me feel like they're overly cocky. Because he was over here like, I mean, I know I'm not the ugliest man. I mean, I know my body's ripped as fuck. But I never thought I was handsome. Yeah. Or like his whole... When he would walk into our house, like, Allie, don't yell in front of our child. Come on.
Mommy and daddy need alone time.
That's the exact face. If that shit happened to me. Hold on. That's
you didn't like cat. That? I like that.
Dude, I did not. If I was with my boy Charlie, my cat, my big 30-pound cat Charlie, and someone was like, oh, it's our son.
Be like, I'm sorry, you didn't birth him. I did.
I was here since day one. Okay?
Where the fuck have you been?
But I'm the father that stepped up. No, you're not. I don't love that
Step
shit.
back down.
I know. I'm not there.
You haven't met the one.
You're right.
When you meet the one and he calls Charlie his son, you would be like, wait. Or do you want someone who just ignores your cat?
No, but that's just first date.
Well, it wasn't.
First date.
Was it the first date?
First date.
It was?
Yeah.
When he said, Mom and Dad need alone time.
Can I say a story? Can I tell you a story?
Yes.
I went on a date once with this guy, and we had went to the bookstore first because he was picking something up for his sister. And I had picked up a book that we didn't talk about because it fucking sucked, but you had read it.
Which one? Iron Flame.
So,
you can
sorry, I didn't know if we could. So I remember afterwards we had went to the movie to go see fucking Freddy Fazbear, of course. And he put the books that we had bought down on the side of him, and he started like talking to the books.
What
like,
do you mean?
I hope you guys are comfy. Oh, just enjoy the movie.
Oh, he's trying to be quirky.
Yeah, and then the people next to him thought that he was talking to them. oh no, sorry, I was talking to the books, because they're really gonna enjoy it. And he was like explaining the joke, and I was like,
Dude, that is so embarrassing.
not for me. It's not for me. That's what I'm getting at. So that kind of reminded me of my trauma. And I was just like, oh.
You were embarrassed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not for me. Maybe that's someone's thing. Maybe someone's like, wait.
I didn't mind Josh's humor.
Yeah.
I think overall he was pretty cute, pretty charming.
Mm-hmm. I'd give this book like a 2.
Really?
Maybe a 2.5.
I think
because the spice was
Yeah, the spice was good. So I don't know. I feel like as a dark romance, it was good.
Yeah.
If it wouldn't have done that whole mafia shit, it would have gotten a higher score. So I think I'm kind of the same range as you, either 2.5 or 3, around there.
No matter what our scores are, I feel like yours is a little higher than mine. Mine's just a little.
Yeah, because I could tell you were really turned off. I didn't know. I really didn't think that Josh would have been a factor in you disliking the book. I thought it would have just literally just been the mafia. And I thought you were going to have a problem with Allie being so like chill about.
Yeah, no, I did. That entire after part after Bradley died, I was not there for any of that.
Okay. Because she was so like calm about it.
Yeah,
I think she even made a joke of like, I wish I could bring him back just to get rid of him myself.
I'm gonna fucking stab him a little more because I feel like that death was not satisfying. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But I mean, we read it. We could say we've read it, and now we're just gonna put it to rest.
Yeah,
I'm okay with letting it go.
If it's
I'll put it in a bottle and send it to the ocean
for a pirate to find. Is that what it's for, pirates? I have no idea.
I think so.
No, I think it's supposed to go to the shore, huh?
Doesn't it just come back then?
I don't know. Let's test it out.
That being said, do you have anything else to say?
Let me try to think. How did you feel about that scene when Allie figures out who Josh is, that he's the son of the serial killer? I forgot the guy's name.
Yeah.
She almost left because she was in his apartment.
Yeah.
But then Tyler kind of like calmed her down. How did you feel about that whole scene?
I wish she would have figured out differently.
Yeah.
I wish that he would have had a little moment of like a freak out and she would have been like, what's going on? Because she freaked out in front of him. Mm-hmm. So I wish that he would have had a similar thing. Because he does freak out later, but she already knows by then. So I don't know. I kind of wanted that. I hate that Tyler was what moved the plot forward as like the neutral character.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, I really didn't like that she had to be calmed down by Tyler. Like, I really wanted her to talk to Josh about it.
Yeah, because he just comes home. Oh, you know.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We could move past it now. Because that was such a big thing for him. Like, he didn't like any girl who was into true crime.
Yep.
For fear that, they would know his dad.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
But yeah, that's it.
Well, to anyone listening to us in audio form, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or anywhere you get your podcasts on, thank you so much. If you can leave a review, if you can leave a rating of 5 stars, that would be great. It literally takes 2 seconds. You can do it right now.
And it really, really helps us out a lot. I think it helps us be more recommended. Mm-hmm.
And if you want to leave a review recommending us our next read, that would be so great. I feel like recently we've been getting a lot of recommendations.
Yeah.
Doesn't that feel crazy?
It does. I love it.
So if you want to do that, we would love that. If you want to support us and you have a little bit of extra money, what can they do?
So we do have a Patreon, and at the moment, it really just serves as a way for our listeners to let us know that you really enjoy our content. You can find us on patreon.com/bookfix. But if you don't want the commitment of monthly, then you can find us on buymeacoffee.com/thebookfix or coffee, which is ko-fi.com/thebookfix.
If you want to support us on YouTube, first of all, thank you for watching. If you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we post every Tuesday and Thursday, that would be amazing. We also have social media. If you want to follow us on Goodreads, Fable, Instagram and Threads, it's at The Book Fix Pod. And then for TikTok, it's at The Book Fix. So why don't we read a positive and negative review of this book?
All right, what do you want?
I'll do negative.
Okay. You just don't want to read a positive here, huh? Into Dark. Wait, this is a series?
Yeah, apparently.
Wait, who's in the second one? No.
Who
It's
is it?
the cousin. Wait, is
With
it
who?
No, isn't he the uncle? Nico?
No, cousin.
Nico is the cousin? Oh, yeah, Junior. Yeah. It's
Nico and
Junior.
who? Nico and who?
Nico Jr. Choki knows Lauren Marchetti is off limits.
Nah. I'm not here for that.
There's only 12 ratings for it, so must be good. Must be good. Ew, I don't like this mask. Have you seen this mask?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No.
I thought you would be more into this book. Based on,
Based on what? No, call me out. Because I'm going to defend myself. Based on what?
The monster romances that you like.
I'm not here for an actual monster. I
No,
want
you-
an actual monster.
No, you want a real monster. Mm-mm. I do really love the... what is it called? Why am I blanking right now? I really loved that whole page once the story was over where the author explained that this literally was kind of like fan funded. Or she just posted like a TikTok of this idea of, a mask talker. And the fans really loved it. And they kind of like pushed for it to happen. Because
is that how this?
Yeah, they supported her through Patreon. And so she wrote the book.
Okay, I love that. Let me read this 1-star review because I think that this lady followed that.
Oh, okay.
So this comes from Audrey, who gave it a 1 out of 5. I waited for this for a while. I found the author through Instagram and she marketed this so well. I was so excited. It's a DNF. Do you not want to read it?
Why did she DNF though?
It's funny because I can't imagine DNFing a book anymore.
Me neither.
Now when I read it, I'm just like, I gotta power through.
Even though it friggin' sucks.
You know what I love about... We're not finding a fucking review. I want to keep this in though.
Okay.
Put a picture of that comment, I guess.
Which comment?
The first one. Yeah, no, the big one.
Okay.
You know what I love about the comments we get on our videos? They're so detailed.
I know.
I think that just comes with like the community of books because people have a lot of shit to say.
And I love that people are commenting more.
That's so nice of you guys.
It feels like I have friends online. Okay, so I found a comment.
Okay, go ahead.
So my 5-star review comes from Naz, and they wrote, imagine a stalker who is hot, likes really dark fantasies, but is a cinnamon roll. This audiobook was seriously the best audiobook I heard in a long time. First of all, it was a duet narrator, and second of all, the banter and humor made this so fun to listen to. Hold on. I really loved the banter and the chemistry between them too. It was a bit insta-lovey, but to be honest, it fit their personalities, so it worked. And did I say that it's hilarious too? I was laughing so hard in some scenes, especially their first encounter.
This comes from Andrea, who gave it a 1, and she wrote, I cannot for the life of me understand the ratings for this book. It's boring, so boring. Okay. Am I reading the right one? This is what it looks like?
Yeah.
Okay. It's boring, so boring. Skimmed through most of it. There is nothing dark about this book.
Wait,
Not
what?
sure. There's little, very, very little smut. And it's a okay romance, but that's it. Predictable, endless monologue, and very unrealistic plot. I think you came to the wrong book. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time.
Bye. See, this person wanted smut every chapter. Like, cut to the chase.
No, they're always fucking. Please, that knife is just at the ready.
At all times.
Can I show my tattoo?
Oh, yes.
Can I show my tattoo?
Yes. So Charlie got a tattoo, and it's super cute.
Look at her. I don't know how to show her.
Maybe I can. Yeah, maybe I could because you sent me a picture.
Yeah. Dude, I fucking love my tattoo.
So you didn't even tell me you were getting a tattoo.
I didn't know I was going to. I just went to go eat Greek food. And I was just like, I was telling myself, it's right across the street. And I've always wanted this tattoo because I played this game. It comes from a game called Psychonauts 2. Mm-hmm. And I've always liked the Psychonauts series since I was like 10 years old. Mm-hmm. So I was like, after I played the second one, which was 3 years ago, I saw this little character because he's the main character's archetype. And he kind of just follows him around. And I was like, fuck, I would really like a tiny tattoo of him. Mm-hmm. And I went to the tattoo shop that I went to. And I was just like, hey, can I show you guys a picture? Can I ask a question? And they were like, yeah, sure. And I pulled up the picture and I was like, so there's this little guy. Okay, there's this, and they're like, oh, he seems like a guy with a good vibe. And they were just kind of joking with me, like, oh, that's so cute. I fucking love that shit. And I was just like, yeah. And I really want a tiny version of him. And the guy who did my tattoo, he was like, I feel like it would look better a little bigger though, because it has like a sketchy vibe to it.
Yeah.
Like it's very colored in poorly.
Yeah.
So,
that's what I love. Oh, I'm sorry.
So
that's what I love about it.
Yeah, I fucking love that shit too. So he was like, let me just sketch this and like show you what it would look like. Mm-hmm. And so he sketched it and he came back with like a printed out drawing of it. And he was like, yeah, this is what you would get. And we can make it this big. And I was like, fuck, when are you guys available? And he's like, no one's in right now. So,
oh my God.
Yeah. And I really like the detail he added with the yellow.
I love that.
Yeah.
I was going to say that I love the sketchy vibe to it.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
Thank you. I love him so much. I can't wait to go into work because I want to see who's going to point it out first.
Oh, they're going to point it out.
They're going to point it out. I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm just going to go because I asked your boyfriend, I asked your fiance, I was like, is it weird if a teacher has tattoos?
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, everyone does.
Yeah, literally everyone has tattoos.
Yeah, I feel like it was more of a not okay thing for teachers when we were kids.
Yeah, when we were in high school even.
Do you remember that teacher that had sleeves? Mm-hmm. And he would always have to wear long sleeves to cover it?
Mm-hmm. I think nobody cares now.
No one cares.
Which is cool.
I feel like as long as they're appropriate tattoos. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's very appropriate.
I love him.
I love him too.
If my kids start to give me a hard time, be like, you gonna do that in front of him?
Really? Look at how cute he is.
I love this shit so much.
Yeah, he's so cute.
Okay, now let's talk about more smut.
Okay.